Hi, Richard. How are you?
Avery, I'm good. How are you? What's new and exciting with you?
I'm inside. That feels new and very exciting.
That's rare.
I know my hair's not blowing all over the place. It's kind of awesome.
Nice day out there, though.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I think that I was hearing that we're going to have some rain a little bit later. So.
It seems like every day now we get a bit of rain in the afternoon. That's the way it seems to be going, but we'll take the nice heat, I think.
I have 2 rhododendrons that have never bloomed, and I'm not a gardener, but they're both blooming. So I think it's got to be something about the weather.
Good weather. The gardens like the rain and the heat. No question about that.
Listen, this story, whenever we do stories like this, it completely burns me. I know it burns a lot of Canadians. The banks are making so much money and are letting a lot of people go.
Royal Bank in the last 3 months, Avery, just in the last 3 months, they made a profit of $2.8 billion. That profit was up 9%. So what do?
They let go of the people. Of course they do.
450 job cuts, mainly at the head office here in Toronto. Now, our RBC does point out that they're hiring others in digital jobs, but the fact of the matter is Canadian banks on a whole have announced more than 5,000 job cuts over the past 3 years at the same time that all of them have been reporting record profits. Now, the situation is, though, that banks are replacing people with machines, and we're seeing that in all sorts of industries, but it's easy to do that with a lot of finance jobs. So that's why the banks are letting go of certain types of people. But it's hard to swallow, Avery, when they're reporting, yearly profits topping $10 billion. That's
crazy. We know the price of oil is dropping again. In fact, it hasn't been this bad since the first half of this year this bad.
Last time with oil had a first half of the year this bad, Avery, Jean Chrétien and his Liberal Party won a second majority. Hansen's Umbop was blazing to the top of the charts.
Yes.
And I don't know, where were you? This is 1997, Avery.
My son was 2 years old. You know how you gauge everything, you gauge everything by the year your kids were born. So my eldest was 2.
Yeah, see, this is well best. So oil lost 20% of its value through the first 6 months of this year, the worst 6 months since 1997. We're down to $42.53 per barrel, a 10-month low for the price. This is not good for Bay Street because of all the energy companies on there, and that's why the TSX, Avery, at its lowest level of the year. Gas prices, though, Avery, they are going down only a penny at midnight tonight, despite the drop for oil, and that'll bring the average down to $5.9 a liter. Okay,
well, a business report with you is never complete without a little bit of food or a little bit of talk about booze. So let's talk about booze. LCBO is extending work hours, and it's because of strike fears. I don't get the correlation.
Yes, well, so, we could see a strike at the LCBO on Monday. They're getting set to hit the bricks, the 8,000 unionized workers. So the LCBO is extending hours as a result. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, select stores will be open from 9 a.m. until 11 p.m.
They're trying to get all the sales in as quick as possible? Is that what it is?
Everyone's going in to stock up, right? Because they could be on strike for Canada Day and everything. Some downtown stores, Avery, will be open at 9 a.m. in support of Pride as well. And this Sunday, stores will be open 11 till 6, which is extended hours for a Sunday. The employees, they're looking for greater assurances about full-time positions from management because 84% of LCBO workers are currently part-time. So we'll keep an eye on this one. All right, so are you planning a vacation this summer? Are you taking time off? Next week. You're getting, well, where are you going to go? Well, I'm not taking a page out of Avery Haynes's vacation book. I'm not going to North Korea or Iraq. Okay. I'm going down to St. Martin to check out all the planes landing and check out that place, so that should be cool. That's amazing. You got to budget for it, though, Avery. A lot of people, they plan their summer vacation, but they don't plan financially for it. A new report out finding that the average worker spends 10% of their annual income on vacation, but 55% neglect to include that cost in budgets. 75% say they've gone into debt because of vacation, with the average debt coming in at $1,100. And recovering from that splurge takes 6 months on average. So you got to be careful when you plan your vacation. All right, well, that's good. Did you plan yours? Have you budgeted for it properly? A little bit. I've been sort of slowly buying the money when I watch where the dollar is, where the Canadian dollar is. So I've been trying to do that. Okay, I'm trying to be good. All right, good. I always do the same thing. And also, you also underestimate how much it's going to cost because then you get there and you end up spending stuff that you hadn't sort of bargained for. Okay, so on a nice day like today, a lot of people would rather be at the park than sitting here inside at our desks. Now, there's a gadget. Could they make that happen? The desk swing, Avery. This could be this is the new fun thing. Push me higher, Avery. This is the desk swing, called the hover desk swing, actually. The designers claim it burns calories and improves cardiovascular health.
Oh,
they claim it
You're not getting a workout doing that, are you?
Yeah, it's fun, you know. Just swinging around. They say it burns as many calories as walking leisurely for 45 minutes over the course of the day. Costs $45 for the desk swing.
You think that Rogers would bring that in here?
We'll pitch that idea. I'm not sure if they'll go for that or not. We'll pitch that to the powers that be.
I'm leaving you on your own. Richard, thanks so much.
They might be swinging me out of here. Thanks, Avery.
All right, Richard.